Hi, welcome back to our tutorial on application of Trigo. This time around, I'm going to go through bearings. Okay, this video is just going to show you the introduction of bearings. Okay, so basically, bearing is about finding the direction. Okay, finding the angle of a certain position with respect to the origin or with respect to the reference point. Okay, just like our angle of elevation, there is always a reference point. Okay, so uh, what we have in front of you is a triangle, or rather the location of three places. Okay, point A, point B, point C. They are on level ground. And you're supposed to find the bearing of A from B and the bearing of B from C. So I'll show you where the angles, okay? This is just the introduction. Okay, so firstly, we need to understand which 2 points we are talking about for the first one, which is A and B. So we have it over here. This is point A and point B. And the reference point, just like our angle of elevation, it comes from the word from B. Therefore, at B, or rather B is the reference point. So your first thing is to make sure these 2 points are connected by a line, which is already done. Secondly, at the reference point, that is where you do your north arrow, or rather you draw your north arrow at point B. Okay, so you draw your north arrow here. And then from that north arrow, you're going to mark the angle. Okay, and that is the bearing. So for you to mark the angle, there is always a guideline, and it is to measure from the north arrow in a clockwise direction to the line connecting the points A and B. Okay, so here is the bearing. From the north arrow, you turn clockwise until it reaches the line AB. So this angle in red, okay, the angle marked in red is the bearing of A from B. Okay. Secondly, now find the bearing of B from C. Again, the reference point is given as point C, and what do? We go to point C and we do our north arrow. So we have a north arrow here, and from our north arrow, we are going to label, we are going to mark the angle in a clockwise direction until it reaches the point, until it reaches the line BC. Okay, so from the north arrow, clockwise direction, and this is our angle. Okay, so in this diagram, there's a lot of pointers for you to note, namely the north arrow. Okay, so I want you to pay attention here, and I'm going to do something to the north arrows so that you can see you can see something else. Okay, and this is a hint for you. Instead of drawing our north arrow this way, usually, I would advise all of you to draw your north arrow by extending the line. Okay, you extend this line and you extend the other north arrows. Okay, and from here, okay, because north arrows, all the north arrows are pointing to the same direction, correct? So these blue lines are all parallel to one another. Because they are parallel to one another, we can see that this, you see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this angle that I shade in blue and this angle here that I shade in blue are interior angles. Okay, these two angles are interior angles, so they make 180 degrees. Let me label another angle in green. Okay, I want you to see this angle in green. Okay, this angle in green and this angle in blue and green. Okay, these two angles are alternate angles. They're equal. 1, 2, 3 because of this Z. Okay, this is what we learned in Sec 1. Okay, so there's a lot of properties that we can apply here, which is the interior angle and the alternate angles, and it can be seen only when you extend down your north arrows. Okay, so this is one of the things that you must take note of when you do bearings question. Extend the north arrows so you will see all these properties. And of course, we have to remember that this angle marked in pink, okay, this angle marked in pink is 180 degrees, correct? Same goes for this one here at the bottom. Okay, this part is 180 degrees. So you are able, okay, you are able to solve your find the angle, find the bearings with all these values. All right. Okay. So this is just the introduction. We will look at the next part to go through some of the questions. All right. Catch you soon.